she's our theme this month. She's our theme because she's the great mother. She's the archetype of the great mother. And it is Mother's Day this month. It is also spring, okay? So the great mother is Virgo. Look that up. She's also pregnant with possibility, or she's actually pregnant.
Or she represents Mother Nature and all the bounty of Mother Nature. And we shouldn't neglect to say that the earth is actually has many spiritual qualities. It is a spirit being.
She's a mother. No wonder we denigrate her. And
yeah, no wonder. Same thing.
Disrespect
Isn't that
her.
interesting that when the patriarchy came in is when we started to denigrate the earth itself.
Yes, she's like a rock.
Yeah, like
that
a
we live
rock.
on.
We don't really. She's just
Yes.
nothing. It doesn't matter
What we do to her.
we do to her. She's just there to be raped, literally.
Yes.
And
She
that's
is
what
being
happened.
raped,
It's like
literally.
The whores of Babylon. She's
She's a whore of Babylon.
She's the whore
The
of
reason we bring up the whore of Babylon, okay? You're the last reading this month, so let me
We've
go
been
back.
through this for many readings.
Yes, we were looking online for some information. We were trying to do research on mother-child mystery cults because that's really where the Empress stems from. She's about fertility, bearing children, and either metaphorically or physically. So anyway, so we're looking, and we can't find anything because the fundamentalists have buried her in this propaganda about Sumer. Well, it wasn't Sumeria, I guess. It was Babylon, right?
Babylon. Yeah, Babylonian.
So they decided, well, it was the Babylonians and the Assyrians, right?
Right.
That lived side by side, and Babylon was actually the seat of high culture, was the Paris of Assyria.
That's exactly right.
So they have just twisted that into
Right.
Babylon is all about the end times and
or the savages,
the
overcoming
Antichrist
savages.
and all this stuff.
Pagan means savage.
Yes. So the Christians, or I should say the Catholic Church, sort of rewrote that history.
Right.
And they took out all the goodies, like all the feminine goodies.
All that which even remotely reminded you of the female attributes,
Right.
qualities, deep inner contributions that the female makes to life, which is bearing life.
Yeah. Oh, no big deal.
And it started with Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
The myth of Zeus, how the male then became the one that gave birth out of their thigh.
Well, they didn't know that the woman even had anything to do with it at that point.
Oh, that, well,
That there were eggs and sperms.
Yeah, but she brings the child. It's
I
obvious.
know.
It's obvious.
Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know why they thought that it was okay to just smush us like that.
I don't know, but it's going on everywhere in the world.
Why do they
still.
hate us so much?
Because we're the ones who actually bring the children into the world. We give life,
Yes.
and we have this inner connection to the spiritual beings that we are. So that the power of that is so dangerous, which is why we were burned at the cross.
At the stake.
At the stake.
Well, I also think that it has something to do with money.
Why?
Because the reason why prognostication was put out of business, the psychics, the oracles, they were put out of business because the church had to own that business. Because it is a very profitable business.
Yeah, they had to be the go-betweens between you and God, you and spirit.
There's no such thing as higher self because
if
you already know it, then why would you pay for it?
Or if you thought that you had access to it right from where you are, well, you don't have to go into that church.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through that prophet or that guru to get there. So where do they get their money? If they taught you how to do it, which is what the church should be.
Which is what we're doing.
Thank you. We believe that this is one of the most, this is the root of what's gone, the fallen part of the whole myth, I think, has to do with this.
Where they fell from grace and were kicked out of the garden.
Grace, yes. It's the falling away from who you are.
I totally forgot about what we're talking about.
Oh, that's all right.
It was a rant that was important.
We are ranting.
That was the most important rant that we did.
We did, and all for you.
All day long. So I didn't get to the point, which was we couldn't find anything online because we were the whores of Babylon. So we decided to go to the magazine rack. And we did find that Condé Nast actually recognizes through all their fashion magazines the Empress. Yay! So we found Gwyneth. She's so cute. She's the Empress. And she's wearing this groovy pink turban made of roses. Very much like the Empress. She looks very much like the Empress. Ava's favorite would be Nicole Richie wearing...
She's never looked better.
...the afro wig made of red roses.
I covet that helmet of roses.
She absolutely loves it. And so...
That I would wear.
There are archetypes all around you. We're going to go with that, and we're going to move on to what we do here at Virtual Tarot.
Which is a 4-card spread. The first card representing the overall environment of the month of May for you, Virgo.
Second card representing challenges.
Third card, the unexpected.
Fourth card, the outcome. We'll discuss these things
and
in detail.
Recap.
So we're going to begin the recap. So what do we have for you? We are in the month of April right now. So this stuff is going on for you right now. Actually, it is Easter Sunday today. Just wanted you to know, you guys are so important. We're reading for you on Easter Sunday. First card to come up last month or this month, which is April, is the Four of Swords. Okay, now I want to back up a little bit because April, if you watch that reading, it is the spring break reading. And the interesting thing about the Four of Swords is it is all about taking a break and reevaluating.
So it's your spring break, literally. Yeah, you are breaking for spring. At some point, you decide to create some sort of sanctuary, whether that's a holiday in the tropics or a holiday from your kitchen.
Right.
Some holiday to reassess, to restore your energy, to heal.
Even if it's just in the corner of your house, you take a holiday, or you go take a walk, that can be a holiday.
Yes, a holiday from what you've been through.
Yes, the pain, the heartbreak.
All right.
Okay, and the next card that came up for you in the position of challenge, it's an interesting card, the Page of Wands.
Yes.
In the upright.
Your challenge is to remain inspired, to keep your passion strong, to not let anything kill that flame within you.
You have to protect it as well.
Protect it.
It's still in its infancy.
But there's some sort of new passion that's kindling.
So protect that.
Protect that.
You have to protect yourself. And then in the third position, the position of the unexpected, we had the Knight of Swords. So there were some things that were said that some of you guys commented about, which was Trudy won't get off the military thing. All right, sorry. But it was a possibility, and really these nights that come up, this would be the one that would have to do with deploying, perhaps. But it also means that there's some really strong energy moving through them.
Yeah, it's taking action.
Cutting through really fast. And
air and fire.
That's great. And then at the end, what did we have?
We have
the Ace.
Ace.
Of Swords.
Of Swords, that's right. So there's a breakthrough of some sort, a kind of
like a victory.
A victory. You become very assertive. You become very
you're finally getting a grip on your mental state.
Yes, and maybe even a new idea occurs to you and you run with it. You know?
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see what's going on for you, Virgo. I can't wait. I have a lot of Virgo friends.
You do?
Yes, and I think that they are too, it's funny because they're perfectionists, and often we'll have our viewers who are Virgos point out the issues with our videos, but then they'll apologize because they actually realize that they're annoyingly, picky. like they're nitpickers,
Yes.
kind of. But they nitpick themselves to death.
Oh yes, it's what myth was that? Can't remember. I have to. It will come to me.
Yes.
Where he has his liver picked.
Oh my God! Sounds like a Poe novel or something.
I can't remember. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys need to lay off yourselves, man.
There maybe at home they'll email us if I can't remember it.
Just be nice to yourself. That's what I
Yeah.
say.
All right.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, this is nice. Okay. Yay. We have the Six of Wands. I'm so happy to see this card.
Oh yes.
So there's, okay, so we have the Page of Wands in the position of challenge. So your passion is actually on display now.
Now it is. Now it
You're
is.
showing it off.
Public recognition of some sort.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Public recognition, however that plays out for you.
Yeah, so maybe you're going to receive an accolade.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be really good.
Or you're going to be public about something.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
And
see.
you've got some people behind you. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that.
Okay.
Okay, up came the Emperor. We've had the Emperor pop up a couple of times, popped up for Capricorn. And this is the same position that it popped up for Capricorn. So you might want to go back and watch that reading, just saying. But Emperor cards are usually kind of the same in all like the renditions. Like whenever you see the Emperor, it kind of is always the same. It's this guy who's the law. Okay, he makes the rules, and
It's government often.
yeah, it's government, but it's also someone who he has power.
Yeah.
I mean, he's grown
Like
to
a
the position
Stalin.
of power.
The power, the power structure.
Could be a challenge.
The power structure is a challenge. Maybe you're center stage somehow,
Mm-hmm.
and your challenge is the power structure around you,
Mm-hmm.
and to keep yourself as a working member of this power structure.
Right, which could be a university,
Right.
it could be an organization, it could be
Yeah.
a company,
Because
it could be a
it's-
family.
the six
Mm-hmm.
doesn't always sit well with an emperor.
Yeah.
He doesn't like display.
Yeah,
Doesn't like ostentation.
that's true.
Doesn't like regalia
Uh-huh,
of any sort.
right.
He's like a matter-of-fact guy.
Yeah.
So the two, one seems gay and open, and
Mhm.
you're leading the way. You're bringing something out. You're very proud of all your accomplishments. You're getting a lot of notice,
Mm-hmm.
and yet you're also having to deal with some sort of very square
Mm-hmm.
structure around you.
It kind of always reminds me too of Jesus when he rode the donkey in, right before the crucifixion, before Easter and all of that. So he comes in on Palm Sunday riding the donkey, and he's getting all of this
Right.
notice, right?
Notoriety.
And then you
And
have,
of course, Pontius Pilate.
and you have the Emperor,
And you have the
which
emperor.
are the rabbis who are like, kill him
Right.
because we can't deal with
Because
that.
we can't have actual someone telling the truth.
Yeah.
Some truth. Yes. All right. Whoa, look at this.
So this is really, really, really good. Okay, Virgo, you're gonna have a great month. This is the World. This is like really, I love this card. It's probably next to the Hermit. It's probably my favorite card. It's a lot more fun than the Hermit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because there's like this whole rebirth process happening.
Right, suddenly.
Ava and I will actually call it the vagina card sometimes,
Right.
because it kind of, that
Looks
laurel
like
wreath
it.
looks a little bit like it. But really what this means is you are at the end. You graduated.
Yes. And it happens rather quickly.
Yes.
Or unexpectedly. You come to the realization of something and you are reborn. And you are
You're born again.
born again.
Yes.
into whatever situation, however that plays out again in your particular circumstances. You are fresh.
Yes.
And you can start again. So you've ended something. You've come to the finish line in a tremendous way.
Yes, yes, you have. And it looks as if like this whole power structure issue, or this person who is making the rules and regulations is, you're going to get past that.
You're going to get past that. And in a very abrupt way.
And a very profound way.
Oh
my God, and there it comes by. I just
you did.
Conjured this card.
You conjured it up.
That's my second favorite card.
This is April.
Even though this is a lot more fun.
May is going to be your month.
Here comes the Hermit.
May is your month.
The God or the Goddess card.
Yeah, because
this is like Spirit saying, we have a message for you.
You're reborn, and suddenly you're placed in this mind, body, soul place where you start to really evaluate who you are.
Yes.
And your whole life.
And it may even have something to do with creating a spiritual path.
Creating a spiritual path for yourself, because now you need to.
Right.
Now you need to start anew.
Yes.
And for that to happen, you need to be very careful and wise. And you need alone time at the end of the month to really go deep into your situation.
But whatever is happening is really going to change you.
Yes,
because this is all about change.
Yes.
And then this card really is huge, big change, like the world, like we've talked about. Sometimes when this card comes up, well, and the death card too. like after this card comes up, you may walk differently. You may cut your hair. You might
lose 50 pounds.
An experience, and it's also about experience that changes you forever.
Right.
So you are a new person. And then moving on to this card, another change.
And then you become more self-reflective, reflective of your life, of how things are, why things are, and you start to try to really question
and
things.
Look at these two.
Oh yes, isn't that funny? Because at the beginning of the month you're very public, and at the end you're very private.
But they're both leadership cards.
Yes, they are. You're leading in the beginning overtly, and in the end you're leading invertly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're leadership cards. So those are Virgo qualities.
They are.
Virgos are leaders.
They are.
You guys, it looks like maybe the world has to do with this change.
This change.
Which is leadership going from this very public, showy type of leadership where you're out there in front of people and there's a lot of press and that type of thing, to the next evolution, the next phase is more of a reflective
phase,
spiritual,
which it ought to be, because this sort of yin yang swing back from learning from all our experiences, having the experience and putting ourselves completely out there, and then being reflective about it afterwards, in order to grow from the experience.
So there are two types of leadership. There's a very out there type of leadership where you're a public speaker and you're in front of an assembly, or you're a politician or something like that. And then this is more of the spiritual leader.
The spiritual leader.
Yes.
And leading your family, leading with true wisdom that you've garnered from your many trials and tribulations.
Right, so less about an organization.
Yes, less.
And more about soulful inner wisdom, leading that way.
That's
and from this experience, this rebirth, that's where you're going.
Yeah.
You're still a leader, just a better leader, better kind of, more profound leader.
Wow.
Right?
That's right. It's gaining maturity and profundity.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not about money, okay?
No, it's not about money.
This is not about money. But this is the highest compliment that Spirit could possibly give you.
Yes, it says that you've done well, you've learned your lessons, and now you really are taking your time before the next phase begins.
Yes. Okay, so that is the reading, Virgo. If you'd like, you have 3 major arcana cards in this reading.
Wow, it's your month.
So strap yourself in. It's going to be a really good month. But if you'd like more spiritual counsel,
Yes, just to tell you what to do
on this reading,
and how to do it.
please click below and get one of our counsel cards. It is Higher Spiritual Counsel on this 4-card spread. We are also offering this month a guided meditation because Ava and I would like to become a part of your spiritual practice.
Yes, we're taking the Church of Ultimate Happiness to its ultimate goal, which is
Happiness! And you see how happy we are, right?
Oh, yes.
We're so happy. And then we are pretty happy. Ask Karen. We laugh a lot. Sometimes we get grouchy. Just kidding. She never gets grouchy. So that's it. I think we have a couple more things to mention. Personal and private reading.
Yes, yes. We offer 7 or 8 different varieties of those. Please choose one appropriate for your particular concern. Purchase it and then send us your questions, and we will send those questions off to Spirit.
Last but not least, we're having a contest. If you've had a reading, please record for us on your smartphone a short video. It can be shorter than 2 minutes, shorter than 1 minute. You can just say hi, whatever. But a testimonial video about the reading that you received from Ava or myself. That would be so cool. Upload it to avatrudy@yahoo.com. We're going to put your name on this table in a hat. We're going to draw one name out. Somebody's going to win a deep meaning / love reading or love reading.
You'll love them.
Yeah, they're very cool. And then we think it's funny because you think everybody's going to enter these contests, so nobody does, but trust me, you get a very good chance of winning.
Yeah, so
most people are
don't
like,
be shy.
I'll do that, but seriously, a deep meaning love reading, I mean,
that's our most popular.
It's like you get 3 questions answered by Spirit. It's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that. I think we're
done.
Finished, and you are the last reading, and Ava and I are going to go enjoy the rest of Easter.
Yes, happy Mother's Day, and happy flowers, and happy nature.
And happy birthday to me.
And happy birthday to Trudy. All right.
Bye.